We will go down to our co-commentator Neil, who has some guest for us from the Ropeside.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ropeside interview. With me is William Glenwright. He is the ICC General Manager for Development. William, welcome to the Dubai International Stadium.
Yeah, thank you. Wonderful to be here. Wonderful to be watching cricket once again.
Oh, absolutely. So glad to have cricket action back after like almost 4 months.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We're hungry for it. Yeah.
So now tell us, to everyone who's watching us, what does and how does rather ICC's Associate Nation Development works, and maybe what all do you do to keep it running?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, we, like most international federations, we generate all our money at Cricket World Cup and T20 World Cup, men's and women's, and we reinvest that back into the game. The profits from that tournament that we achieve through broadcast and sponsorship gets reinvested back into the game. At the ICC, we invest $30 million a year into our associate members. We have 92 associate members spread over 5 continents or 5 regions, and we have a regional staff within each of those regions that work day to day with our 92 associate members. And we work in 4 main areas, I guess, is where we seek to invest the money. The first is in participation programs, school cricket, and getting more boys and girls playing our great game. Secondly is to improve the competitiveness of international cricket. That's an investment in the high performance systems and structures in each of our countries. We have a very comprehensive international competition program that provides regular international competition in boys and girls, men's and women's, T20 and 50 over. And then finally, the less glamorous aspect of the business, but no more important, is investing in the administration and governance of our members. So helping them to build their capacity in areas like financial literacy, good governance, and staff professional development programs.
Well, absolutely. This sounds like a massive work structure that goes in day to day to get the associate nations coming up. I wonder how many hours do you sleep every day?
Well, I sleep well. We've got a very good team of very diverse individuals from all over the cricketing world, including, you know, past Test captains, national team players, to people who are just experts in getting more boys and girls playing the game. So we've got a team of around 20 staff who each bring a unique set of skills to the table, and our aim really is to help the members. It's at the end of the day, it's the members who are the experts in their respective fields. Our job is to give them the tools to enable them to grow the game in their countries. So really, we have the easy job. It's the members that do the hard graft, and they're doing a very good job of it.
Well, definitely, yes. But while we're talking about this, we spoke about cricket restarting after 4 months. Post-pandemic, how do you see the associate nations, gearing up for cricketing action?
Yeah, well, look, it's wonderful to see cricket activity starting up again. We had one country, St Helena in Africa, that has been able to continue cricket right throughout COVID, but they're the only country that have been able to do so. But as more and more countries have relaxed their various quarantine restrictions, more of our members are able to start domestic cricket activity, and that's wonderful to see. So we're seeing more countries being able to resume cricket activity, mainly at the club level. But I think we're in for a tough ride. I think the legacy of this pandemic is going to be with us for a long time. I think the impact on team sports in particular is going to be long felt, and let's not forget that together with this health emergency is an economic emergency as well that a lot of our countries are facing, and first and foremost, our member countries need to focus on that. We think sport can play an important role in that, of course, but I do think we're in for a tough time, and our job is to help our members navigate that area. I think schools cricket programs in particular are going to be very important, but also tournaments like this that provide that pathway for the critical mass of participants at the community level to be able to have a visible pipeline to the national team is vital, and where countries can do that over the next couple of years, I think it's fantastic.
Well, that's absolutely well said, because some amazing, powerful performances have come through in this tournament. Right now we saw a 6 and then followed it up with a boundary. These youngsters have been amazingly well with those the shortest format of the game. So look at this. Now while you're talking about this has been driven towards the cover. 3 fielders chasing, but no one will stop it. 4 runs coming up. So yeah, a live commentary coming in while we are doing the Ropeside interview. One last question before I let you go, and I mean it's pretty hot out here. Both of us wearing jackets. UAE coming up with this tournament, ECB has set up this brilliant tournament for the youngsters and the senior players of the national side. What do you have to say about this? UAE doing a fantastic job, I reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, UAE are a leading associate member in so many aspects of the game. They perform very well on the international stage. They've qualified for World Cups, and they've been a shining light, I guess, an example of what can be achieved by associate members when they are given access to the opportunities and the right resources. I mean, we talked about the challenges that COVID-19 are going to present to us as a sport. I think a lot of good has come from it as well, and we've seen right throughout the world a number of innovations that our members have been forced to design and develop during the pandemic on account of the fact that normal cricket activity hasn't been possible, and everything from online coaching clinics, stay at home, skills-based programs that have been delivered online, exactly, and and the birth of tournaments like this that have obviously been thought up during during this pandemic is brilliant. We put a lot of emphasis on getting more boys and girls playing the game. That creates a critical mass of people that have a lifelong love of the game. But it's vital from a high performance perspective that members provide a pathway to national team. Sure, not everyone who plays at school is going to want to play international, but a lot do, and we need to provide or ensure that there is a pathway that provides that. And tournaments like this are vital, and you have to applaud the ECB for developing it. I mean, what a fantastic stadium that's housed the best cricketers in the world, and we've seen some famous games here. And so for an opportunity for the up-and-coming players of the UAE to be able to play on this stadium in a competition that pits the next best generation of players in the UAE up against each other in front of the eyes of national coaches and millions of spectators around the world is fantastic, yeah.
Absolutely, and see, this is what happens when you have the coaches, the selectors, and you from ICC coming in. The lads are hitting those boundaries, trying to definitely impress you one bit. But one thing I want to do right now is let you go in. You know what, William? We've been standing out in this heat, wearing our jackets, sweating to bits. The interview will probably have a conversation going off in the back end, but right now it is back to live action. Thank you so much.